The soft California morning was supposed to be like any other. A breeze rolled gently through the palm trees that lined the streets of Beverly Hills, the sun just starting to warm the earth. But for those close to Teddi Mellencamp, it would quickly become a day shadowed by worry, emotion, and the unknown. News broke early in the day that Teddi Mellencamp, reality TV star and wellness coach, had been rushed to the hospital in the early hours of the morning. Fans were left stunned. What had happened? Why was she suddenly hospitalized? The silence from her camp was deafening and terrifying. Teddi, the daughter of legendary musician John Mellencamp, had won over audiences during her time on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Known for her direct personality and commitment to health and fitness, she was often a voice of reason amid chaos. Yet now, the strong, resilient woman her fans admired was lying in a hospital bed, and the details surrounding her condition were uncertain. A day like any other, until it wasn't. According to close sources, Teddi had spent the previous evening with her children, Slate, Cruz, and Dove, and her husband, Edwin Arroyav. They had dinner together, laughed over silly TikToks, and curled up on the couch to watch a Disney movie. Everything seemed fine. Teddi even shared a quick Instagram story before bed, showing her holding little Dove in her arms. "Nothing better than snuggles before bedtime," she wrote with a heart emoji. But something shifted during the night. Around 3:00 a.m., Edwin was awakened by Teddi groaning in her sleep. At first, he thought it was a bad dream. But when he turned on the light, he saw her sweating, pale, and clutching her side. She whispered, "I don't feel right," before collapsing back onto the pillows. Without hesitation, Edwin called 911. Paramedics arrived swiftly and transported her to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. The children remained at home under the care of a trusted family friend as Edwin rushed behind the ambulance, trying to stay calm. But inside, he was anything but. A private battle revealed. Later that morning, a family spokesperson released a brief and somber statement. Teddi Mellencamp was admitted to the hospital this morning following a medical emergency. She is currently undergoing tests and receiving care. The family appreciates privacy and your thoughts during this difficult time. Speculation swirled across social media. Some believed it might be a complication from her past melanoma diagnosis, while others feared it could be something even more severe. In recent years, Teddi had opened up publicly about her struggles with skin cancer. Just a year ago, she had revealed that she'd undergone surgery to remove more than a dozen melanoma spots. She spoke bravely about her fear of the disease, her guilt over years of neglecting sunscreen, and her mission to raise awareness. But while she appeared strong on the outside, sources close to her now say she had been silently battling persistent fatigue, chest tightness, and intermittent pain for several weeks. She didn't want to make a big deal out of it, said one close friend. She was always the one to push through, say, "I'm fine," and keep going. But I think her body was telling her otherwise, waiting and hoping. At the hospital, Teddi remained under close observation. Doctors were reportedly performing a series of cardiac and neurological tests to determine whether she had suffered a stroke or a cardiac event. There was also concern about complications from medications she had taken following her melanoma surgeries. Edwin didn't leave her side. He held her hand through every test, whispered to her while she rested, and updated her loved ones in a quiet waiting room nearby. The children, too young to fully grasp what was happening, kept asking, "When's Mommy coming home?" Edwin answered with tears in his eyes, "Soon, baby. Mommy's just resting right now." Meanwhile, friends and castmates from RHOBH began to post messages of love wrote on Instagram, "Praying so hard for my friend Teddi today. She's one of the strongest people I know. Please send her your love." Lisa Rinna, despite past drama with Teddi, also posted a heartfelt message. No matter what we went through, I care. Life is fragile. Praying for Teddi and her family. The hashtag Pray for Teddi began trending by midday, and fans across the world flooded her social media accounts with supportive comments, prayers, and well wishes. A father's pain. John Mellencamp, famously protective of his children, reportedly flew from his Indiana home to be by his daughter's side. Though known for his rock persona and rugged voice, John's world was crashing. The thought of losing his little girl, his strong, outspoken, fierce Teddi, was unthinkable. An emotional video showed him arriving at the hospital, eyes shielded by dark sunglasses, his hand shaking slightly as he waved off reporters. No comment, he said quietly, before disappearing into the hospital's entrance. Inside, he embraced Edwin and sat silently beside his daughter, whispering old lullabies he used to sing to her as a child. She's always been a fighter, he said later. Even when she was a kid, she'd fall and get up smiling. I just hope she gets up from this too. The longest night. As evening fell, Teddi remained unconscious. Though her vital signs were stable, doctors continued to monitor her condition with caution. A decision was made to keep her sedated until they could better understand the cause of her collapse. The hallway outside her room was lined with flowers from friends and fans. In the waiting room, her sister Justice paced nervously, holding back tears. "We're not ready to lose her," she said. "She has so much left to do. Her kids need her. We need her." Back at home, her children drew pictures for their mom. Cruz made one with stick figures holding hands, writing, "I love you, Mommy. Come back soon." Dove, just a toddler, kept holding her mom's pillow, sniffing it, and asking, "Where Mama?" Strength in vulnerability. As hours turned into a full day, fans reflected on Teddi's legacy, not just as a reality star, but as a human being. She had shared her life openly, from her struggles with weight, mental health, and motherhood to her victories as a businesswoman and cancer survivor. She was someone who embraced vulnerability, who let others see her imperfect moments so that they might feel less alone in theirs. "She's not just a housewife," one fan posted. "She's a warrior, and she made me feel like I could be one too." Hope on the horizon. Late into the second night, around 2:00 a.m., a flicker of hope emerged. A nurse noted Teddi had begun to stir. Her fingers twitched. Her eyelids fluttered. And then faintly she whispered, "Where am I?" Doctors rushed in. Edwin, overcome with emotion, wept by her side. "You're in the hospital, baby, but you're going to be okay." Teddi was responsive, though groggy. Her first words were about her kids. "Are they okay? Are they scared?" "Yes," Edwin said, smiling through his tears. "But they're safe, and they miss you." Though she was not out of danger, the fact that she was awake and coherent was the best news anyone could have hoped for. Moving forward. As of now, Teddi remains in recovery. Doctors continue to run tests, and while they suspect the cause was a mix of post-surgical complications and stress-induced cardiac strain, more answers will come in time. Her team promises an update soon, and in the meantime, they ask for continued prayers and positivity. The world will be watching and waiting, but more importantly, hoping.